Hello, I am Dr. Ford. I'm chair of the Department of Philosophy for the Nevada College System. I want to welcome you to Philosophy 1301, the Internet section for Introduction to Philosophy. I just want to give you a brief introduction to myself, and then after this video, there is a second video I need you to watch. It's going to be dealing more with some of the assignment issues you need to deal with. But first, let me just give you a brief introduction about myself. I am Dr. Ford. I am married. I have a wonderful wife who works at a local church here in town. Also, I have a son and a daughter. My son just recently graduated from Baylor University with a bachelor's in economics. He is now getting his master's at North Carolina State with a master's in analytics and economics. My daughter will be most likely entering the communications design program at UNT. They're in the area of art, extremely gifted. Both of them are. My daughter-in-law, though, my son just recently got married last year, got her master's in communications from Baylor, and we'll see how that plays out. They're right now at North Carolina State University. Let me give you just a brief introduction about myself. As far as education goes, I received a Bachelor of Science from the University of Texas in Austin. This serves me well because today many scientists are making claims in the area of philosophy, so it's very good to be able to be conversant with science. Number two, I've received my master's and my PhD from Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary in Fort Worth. I've been recently doing some studying with Dr. John Howell, who's heading up the program there at Southwestern. Howell is extremely gifted. He received his bachelor's and master's from Baylor, also his PhD from Baylor, and studied with one of the top leading philosophers in his field, Stephen Evans. Extremely brilliant philosopher. My other philosopher that I studied with at Southwestern, he was actually coming out of Baylor, again, for his bachelor's, his master's. He received at Princeton University, studying with Emile Caillet, who was a member of the French Academy of Arts and Sciences. He received his PhD from Edinburgh, studying under T.F. Torrance and also John McIntyre. Edinburgh is very famous in the area of philosophy. In fact, it's actually the home or the philosophical birthplace for David Hume, who's noted as the greatest philosopher of the English-speaking language. Today it's probably one of the top 15 schools in the area of philosophy in the world. After receiving his PhD from Edinburgh, he went on to study at Cambridge. There he studied at Magdalen College with one of the great minds of the 20th century. His name was C.S. Lewis. That astonishes a lot of people that a philosopher would be interested in C.S. Lewis, but that's because many people do not understand what an incredible mind in this area C.S. Lewis was. C.S. Lewis received 3 degrees in 5 years from Oxford University. Oxford is at least one of the top 5 universities, if not one of the top 2 universities in the world. His first degree was actually in philosophy there at Oxford. His second degree was in ancient cultures, history. Third degree was in medieval literature. It's very important that he has these 3 degrees. One is he's dealing with philosophy. Number 2 is there are a lot of claims that are made about the past, which people just make claims. For example, you'll experience that when you look at the first reading from Friedrich Nietzsche on the genealogy of morality and beyond good and evil. He's making some claims. Well, are those claims substantiated? Also in the area of looking at texts and analyzing them, again, Lewis was an expert because of his 3rd degree. What's even more impressive is that he not only got 3 degrees, he got the 3 degrees in 5 years. Normally it takes 3 years to get 1 degree. He did 3 in 5 years. But even more impressive, he graduated with what we'd call a summa cum laude, or highest possible grade possible. It's actually in England, you'd call it, he received a first in all 3 of these degrees. That is extremely, extremely impressive. I'm impressed, having actually been taught in the English school system in my teenage years there in London. So again, he's very, very brilliant. I want to assure you that although I've been heavily influenced by Lewis and these men, whether you agree with me or not, and what I believe to be true, is irrelevant for this course, especially for your grade. the only thing that matters about your grade is that you do the work and you do a good job on the work. I have many people who do not agree with me on what I believe to be true, and they make A's. They do extremely well in this class. There are many who agree with me and they make C's and many fail. I go, it's just irrelevant what you think or believe in this class. The only thing that's important is that you do the work and you do quality work in this class. I will shut down this part, and I really need you to go to the next video. The next video is going to be dealing with some of the mechanics of the course, and it's important that you be aware of those mechanics. Again, thank you, and let's have a great semester.